Hi, this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com, and I wanted to give you some information on astrology and babies. And this video is for all astrological signs for all babies. I would encourage you to look at your sun, moon, and the rising sign of your baby. And if you don't know that, go to the calculator section on my website to figure out your ascendant and your moon sign for your baby. Okay, and I also wanted to let you know if you want a more detailed description of your child. You know, how they are with mommy, how they are with daddy, their personality, their likes, their dislikes, their predispositions. Maybe some babies are disposed to have some issues, and a chart will show that. If you want a detailed chart, go to my website and go under Child Report. It's $30 and it's over 20 pages long. It's a very detailed report. I'm guaranteeing you're going to love it. Anyway, Aries. Aries babies tend to be very independent children. They have a ton of energy, so I think the best thing to do is you're going to need a lot of energy yourself to tucker out your little Aries baby so he or she may take a nap. So Aries babies tend to be pioneering, love to get into things, they're very independent, they have this natural confidence about themselves, and I would say a lot of activities, not coloring or anything like this, but where they're really exerting a lot of energy, like running, jumping, playing, things like this would really get your Aries baby, Your Aries baby may be also the type, when he or she starts talking, to say, I got it, I want to do it myself, because they're very independent and they want to do things themselves. So, I would say with your Aries child, you may have issues with maybe nap time could be an issue. The key is get this baby really tired because they have an exuberant amount of energy. The other thing I would say with Aries children is they can get into things because they tend to leap before looking. So you really want to childproof your house to make sure that they're not going to get into something that they're going to get hurt or something like this, because they tend to kind of get into things quickly. Taurus babies, their senses are really heightened, okay? So they're the type of babies, they love the hugs and cuddles from mommy and daddy, and they tend to love really soft things. Like if you have like a little soft blanket, and if you're too young for a blanket, if they have a really soft swaddling blanket, they may love that. They love their environment to be all cushy. Also, Taurus children may be the types where maybe they want to help mommy cook, maybe they want to help mommy make lunch. They love food, and a lot of them grow up to love preparing food. Okay, maybe they like to. They want to help mommy in the garden. That could be it too. Taurus children, because they have a heightened sense of their senses are heightened. They may love massages, like give you little tummy massages, little back massages. They may really love those. I would say more with the Taurus baby, it's more so all about comfort. Their senses are heightened, so they may like music when they grow older. They may like things that are soft always. They may like cooking, things like this. So they may want to encourage baby to help you in the kitchen or help you with preparing things or the garden or things like this. Gemini babies are ruled by Mercury, so these babies tend to maybe talk early. They're the little communicators of the zodiac. So these babies may, I want to say they have an insatiable thirst for learning. So story time could be good. Anything that gets their mind going, anything that's a learning tool, like those leapfrog things, or learning their ABCs and numbers, trying to do flashcards, anything that would get their mind stimulated, they like. They may like electronic gadgets, because Mercury also rules any kind of communication, so they may like TV, any kind of computer gadget, like the iPad with the little baby games, they may like those, anything like that. But I would say they tend to get bored easy too. So you really want to like as they're growing up, they may say, Mom, I want to take an art class, or I want a dancing class, and I want this class. You may try to get them to commit to one thing, because they could have a hard time making up their minds, even in adulthood, you know, what do I want to do, you know, I don't know what I want to do, you know. So I would say that could be a major thing. Also, I want to say Gemini babies, because they do love talking, so interacting with other kids and even adults, they just love communication, you know. Bedtime stories would be good. Just so you know, I found a really awesome one, Alice in Wonderland. It's a pop-up book online. It's just beautiful. I'll probably share it at the end of the video, but I found it on Amazon for 12 bucks. I would say Virgo, Gemini, or Pisces babies might like that. Okay, Cancer babies. Cancer babies are, and just so you know, Gemini babies, when they start talking, they may not stop. They talk, 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 talk. And they're very inquisitive, so they may say, why this, what that, why is it like that? And they want to know everything, and it's really important to kind of answer those questions, because they're inquisitive and they're a little sponge, they want to know, you know. And I want to say, Mercury, you know, babies who are ruled by Mercury, like Gemini and Virgo, they're really good at learning other languages too. So when they're little, it's a good time to also, if you want to, you know, initiate a new language when they're tiny, when they're like 3 or 4, they already know English, and, you know, incorporate other words from another culture. They can pick up this like a sponge. And that would be Gemini and Virgo babies. Okay, Cancer. Cancer babies are the nurturing babies of the zodiac, and they love, love, love their mommy. So a lot of times Cancer babies want to spend all the time on mommy, want to be held all the time, want, you know, mommy carrying them all the time. And this little one is a Cancer moon, and that's why she's in the video. She just loves to be, she wants to be with me, she wants to be held all the time, and that's fine, because Cancers learn from their mothers how to nurture, and usually they're very close to mommy, and you know, they're the nurturing ones of the zodiac. And I want to say they love soft things too, just like Taurus. They love their little environment to be all soft and cushy. Maybe soft blankets are good if they're old enough to have a blanket. If they're too little, maybe a really soft swaddling blanket. They like that. They like, you know, you may have to kind of encourage them a lot, or make them feel safe a lot, because they don't like to go outside their comfort zone. So it's really good to encourage them to try new things. Like, it's okay, you know. I know the first time she tried her swing, she was scared, and then she likes it now. She was in the car the first time, she didn't like the car. Now she likes the car. Then it was the bath time, you know, the hospital. Oh my God, she hated that bath. But now she loves the bath time. But you really should try the, especially the Cancer babies, they get scared. Use the sing-song voice that they tell you about, like, oh, it's nice, you know, you're going to be a swimmer when you grow up, oh, you love the water, keep the bubbles, you know. Use that sing-song voice, because they really respond to it. And it encourages them and makes them feel safe and secure, you know. Don't be rough, you know, if you're washing your baby. I've seen a few moms who brush their baby rather rough. And Cancer babies like gentle, you know, so make them feel secure and safe, and that's their big thing. Safe and secure. They're all about their home and family. They don't like to venture out into new places, you know. They like the comforts of their own home. So it's really important when you try something new with your Cancer baby to make them feel very safe and secure. And let them know mommy's here and you're fine, and they may want to hold you holding them, you know, hold me. I'm scared, you know, but they're the sweetest, and I would say they're learning nurturing skills from you. So maybe when they're little, get them a little kitten or a puppy, and you could, you know, teach them how to nurture that kitty or puppy. How do you take care of the kitty or puppy, you know? They love to nurture things, they love to take care of things, but they really need a lot of attention from mommy. And, you know, it could be the clingy sign. It could be the sign where, you know, like right now, I have a special pillow for her because she has reflux. So she had to sleep with me for a while, and it's going to be hard for her now for me to get her to sleep in the crib. And even if I try to put her down, she'll cry, and she wants to be with me always, right on top of me. And so I have to try to teach her to expand her comfort zone, to let her know that she's going to be okay. And she's not a Cancer sun, but she's a Cancer moon. So she needs to learn that she's going to be okay, and mommy's going to be right here, you know, to expand her little comfort zone. So that's with Cancers. So I would say they can be very demanding on mommy. They need a lot of attention. They love to be held. They want to be with mommy all the time, and the best thing to do is just constantly encourage them that they're safe and secure and everything's going to be okay and mommy's here. But let them know that when they do things on their own, they're going to be okay. Let me see. That's Cancer, Leo. Leo babies are the most confident sign in the zodiac, and they're the natural little actors, you know. They can be quite dramatic, and usually Leo babies, they love attention. They love to be in the spotlight. So the thing with Leo babies is, you know, like they're the babies that say, watch me do this, and watch me do that, and look how I can do this, and look how I can do that, and watch me, watch me, watch me, you know. They're the ones who do a little show in front of everybody, you know. And a lot of actors do have a lot of Leo in their chart. So, but they're so confident and they love the attention that you have to teach them that sometimes you have to share the spotlight with other kids, with other people. So they could become, you know, you just want to make sure that they don't become self-centered, you know, that sometimes it's okay to share the spotlight with other people. And, you know, once you do that, that's good. They're naturally confident. Usually these kids are the most confident. This is the most confident sign of the zodiac. And usually these kids are very confident, you know, in themselves. And some people confuse confidence with arrogance, but they're really just very confident. They're very sweet, very giving, very loving, very loyal. Usually they don't break rules, so that's good. They do value authority. They're very, I want to say, very giving and generous too, even at an older age. But you have to teach them how sharing the limelight is okay. Okay, Virgo, yes. Virgo is they're the little neat ones on the zodiac. They are the Martha Stewarts of the zodiac. So at a little young age, you may notice your little toddler, I noticed with her, she's a Virgo ascendant. She'll take her little bib and she'll wipe her mouth when she eats. I think it's so funny because Virgos hate mess, you know. So these may be the kids who, they like structure, they like routine, you know, and they like things organized because organization makes them feel safe and secure. So what they have to learn is that sometimes things that are messy in life aren't always bad. You know, it's okay. Not everything's going to be perfect in life, so they have to learn that. But they're the ones where you may not have to fight with them to put away their toys. You know, they may like their toys in a certain spot. You know, they could be rather finicky, rather picky though. So routine is really better for these ones. These little ones tend to love to help. They're the service-oriented little babies. So let me help you, Mommy, or can I help Daddy? Or maybe they want help with their little sister or brother. That would be good. They love to be of service. And I think that with these little ones, they may like to help. So maybe there's an animal in a shelter or something, and they want to help the animal, so you guys adopt the animal. So, you know, a little puppy or kitten, they may like that. And they may love to take care of that pet because they love to be of service, to help, you know. So you'll notice that with your little one. So, let's see. Libra. Libras are known as the peacemakers of the zodiac. So these little ones really thrive well in a very peaceful environment. So if you have issues with your husband, or your husband has issues with his wife, and it's a very argumentative environment, this is not good for your Libra child because they will be very distressed. So as peaceful as you can make it, the better. They usually get along with their siblings. They're usually, you know, they want everything harmonious. They love, you know, being with other people and playing with other children, and they're really good at compromise and sharing. The only issue I think would be is getting your Libra child to be assertive and voice his opinion. because Libras tend to not want to rock the boat. So if they think mommy or daddy will get mad, I'm not going to say. So if you say, do you like this or this? I don't know. It's okay. You might get answers like that. So you want to encourage him or her to say, it's okay. You're fine. Mommy won't get mad, but what do you want to do? You know, do you like this? And get them to be assertive and to voice their opinion, because at an older age, that's one of Libra's really difficult things for them to do, is to voice how they feel, because they feel like they don't want to upset anyone or they don't want to feel judged either. So that's one thing. They're really good. I would get your Libra child into anything creative, because Libras are very creative people. They could be graceful even. Dance could be good. Singing, art, music, anything like this. They're very creative type of kids. Scorpio is a sign that Scorpio can be very deep and intense, but they hold their feelings in, you know, but their feelings are very deep, okay? So this is another sign that can sense the environment, like they can cut the environment air with a knife, you know, they're very intuitive. So if there's issues with mommy and daddy, they can pick that up, and they awfully internalize a lot of things. So you really want to make sure the kind of how you're voicing your hostility or frustration around your Scorpio child, you know. But I want to say for them, they like things that require research. Let me delve into that. Let me find it. Let me get to the bottom of this. So they may like puzzles or things like this, like things that you have to solve, you know. That could be their strong point. But as far as these are little psychic kids, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, little psychic kids. And these are the signs, all of them pick up the environment like there's nobody's business. So it's really important to, have a peaceful environment. Scorpio kids also hold grudges, so it's really important to teach them the value of forgiveness, because they tend to hold on to anger and I feel this way, and little Johnny stole my toy and I'll never like him again, whatever it is, you know. So you want to teach them forgiveness, you know, and this is going to be a good lesson for adulthood too, because Scorpios hang on to stuff, they don't let it go, so that's important. Sagittarius. Sagittarius babies are little explorers, so if you have not baby-proofed your house, I suggest you do that. They're explorers, they like to get into things, so you want to make sure they don't get hurt. They love the outdoors, so any little outdoor activity, and they can be quite athletic. So anything that requires maybe soccer games or bike riding or anything to do with outside and nature, they love to be outside. Love, love, love outside activities. Maybe going outside to the zoo, because they do like animals too. Going outside to the zoo, or anything learning. Museums would be great, because Sagittarius also has an insatiable thirst for learning, just like Gemini. So they love learning. These little kids could be, they're spiritual too. So maybe they like to go to church at a young age too. Their belief in philosophy at a later age would be important to them. But I would say love, love, love learning. They love school. So getting them to study may not be an issue when they're older. But I want to say they may question things like, why is this and why is that? And, they may have a lot of questions, and it's important to answer those questions, because, it kind of, it fills them, they love to learn, they love to know things. So books could be good for the little one, learning activities, those leapfrog toys or games, anything that requires learning would be great. Any outdoor activity and anything like sports would be great, because you're quite athletic. So that would be good for your Sag baby. And I want to see, these are the little kids that could be really blunt. When they say things, they could be very blunt. No holding back with your Sag child. I don't like it, or I don't like you. They could be very blunt with things they say. Their challenge when they're older is tact. Capricorn babies are really they're very mature for their age. They say that Capricorns are sort of old when they're young and young when they're old. So they're very mature at a young age, and it's very important not to overburden this child with responsibility. The reason is they tend to overburden themselves with responsibility to begin with. So adding more responsibility would not be good. They're the ones where they tend to value authority, so these kids are not ones to get in trouble because they fear getting in trouble. They always want to do the right thing and they always want to be responsible, which is good at a very young age. They're the types, though, where, let's say, mom has issues with money, and there's issues with money going on in the house. They're the ones that maybe say, Mommy, when I grow up, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help. Or maybe they realize there's something that they could do in the home to help Mommy. They may do that because, you know, they always burden themselves with responsibility at a young age, but don't overburden them with more because they already do it to themselves. They're the ones who are a great big brother or a big sister to their siblings. So I want to say a natural leader as well, and always responsible in life. And when they grow up, they could be very, perhaps, responsible with money, but they're learning when they grow up. So sometimes just let things go and have fun. Don't try to overburden yourself. They learn that at an older age, not at a young age. So they go into this life with this sense of duty, you know. So just so you know, your little Capricorn child could be very mature for their age. Aquarius. Aquarius babies are very, I want to say, they're the babies that don't need as much attention from mom and dad. They can be rather aloof and they like to do their own thing. Never leave your baby alone, ever. Just want to say that, preface that. But these are the babies that like, I can do this by myself, or I want to do this, you know, or if you're leaving the child to color or something, they're good doing things by themselves, they're fine. Even though they love groups, they love to be in a group or a team, they love doing things in groups, they're also very, because don't forget, Aquarius is a very detached sign, so they probably don't need as much confirmation from mommy or daddy, you know, they're very smart too at a very young age. They're the types who may say, you may say, well, it's done this way because of this. And they may say, well, that doesn't make sense because it could be this way because of that. So you know that their mind is very forward thinking even at a very young age. They like to be very unique. So getting them maybe to pick up their own clothes, you know, would be a way for them to express their individuality as a little one. And you may say, well, that doesn't match. And they may say, it's okay, Mom, I want to be different. You know, they love being different. They love being unique. So that if that means putting on, you know, a pink shirt and a red hat and purple pants, so be it. You know, it's what they like. You know, they like to be different. But they're very smart. They can be rather detached, so they don't need as much confirmation from mommy and daddy. Never leave your baby alone again. But they, you know, they like to do their own thing. Let's put it that way, even at a young age. Pisces children. Oh, and I want to say too, Aquarius kids could be really good at technology and gadgets, to the point of even being genius at it. So they could be really the little techno gurus of the future. So you never know. Okay, Pisces children. Pisces is, they're the dreamy ones of the zodiac. They love fantasy and they love, so they're the ones who may love the Cinderella movies and the Cinderella stories, or even that Alice in Wonderland book that I mentioned. It's a great book for them. All the fantasy things, but the big thing that challenges, you may have to help them distinguish between fantasy and reality when they get older. Like, well, this is pretend, and that's real. You need to know, because sometimes they may confuse the two. They may get so wrapped up in fantasy, they love it. And they may be, these are the kids that may be really good at creativity, like drawing and music or anything creative. They could be just creative geniuses. They really could be. Even creative writers. These kids also could be very spiritual, you know. The only thing is you have to really, I want to say, really make sure that your Pisces child is in a hobby, because depending on the chart and the planets and where they are, a lot of Pisces is a sign of, you know, on the negative side, could go toward drugs and alcohol, too out of life, you know. So it's really important for Pisces to always hone their energy in productive things, like creative things, spiritual things, anything like this that would, you know, they can hone their talents in. Pisces also has a hard time making up their mind so maybe helping them distinguish, develop something they're good at a young age that could really help them. And, and that to challenge this energy even when they're older. And it doesn't mean that your Pisces child is going to be a drug addict or, have a chemical dependency or anything like this. It just means that if you hone them into the positive aspects of Pisces, positive attributes, then they'd be less likely to go to the negative. That's all I'm saying. And it depends on where the Neptune is in the chart and what house, obviously Pisces is in. Because with the Pisces sun, it could be any house. Obviously, it's a Pisces ascendant, it'll be the first house. Pisces moon, you just have to make sure emotionally, if they're a Pisces moon, that they don't do these things when upset. So when upset, you'd rather them do creative or spiritual things than go to the negative side. That's all I'm saying. And I want to say, if you want more information on your baby and the positive aspects of your baby and things they may be good at, things that may have challenges at a young age, you may want to purchase a report on my website. It's 20 to 25 pages long. They are so helpful. Mine, I did hers, it was like 25 pages. And this thing was really informative as far as, what she'd be good at. Relationship between mommy, relationship between daddy. Also, her strengths, her weaknesses, what she might be interested in. It was really, really helpful. So if you want that, just book that on the website and I'll send them off either the same day or the next day. At least give me 24 hours, just in case I'm not home that day or something. But anyway, I hope you found this video really helpful to see how astrology can help you with your baby. And just so you know, Aries babies, I forgot to add, tend to be hyperactive, so it's really, really important to give them tons and tons of activity. But anyway, this is baby Ava. She's sleeping. Say, I am a Gemini sun, Cancer moon. I'm a Gemini sun, a Cancer moon, and a Virgo ascendant. Yes, and her moon is actually conjunct Mercury, so she's really a Mercury baby. And a little bit of the moon, but I want to say she needs a lot of mommy time because of her Cancer moon, I'll tell you that. So, that's really important. And then right now, I'm going to also share with you a few things that I got for baby, because it was really helpful for mommy. She has reflux, and I found a special pillow that if it could help any of you guys out there who have a baby with reflux, so be it. And those Boppy pillows are awesome. And I'll also share with you a little bit about that book, and I will show you a sample of a report next. Stay tuned. Here is the special pillow that I bought for baby. It's so helpful. I'm actually going to do a video on things that I found helpful during pregnancy and after baby. This is by, just so you know, leechco.com. This is great because this pillow really allows, if the baby has reflux or anything like this, this is just awesome. Because I would recommend, if you have a C-section, I wish I had this pillow. Because she was spitting up and I couldn't get up because of my stitches and I was afraid she was going to choke. I was so nervous. But this allows baby to, lay next to you in the bed, and their head is elevated right here because this is higher than here. And then their bottom is just, it's not like it's a Boppy pillow where they're going to fall through. Even though I love Boppy pillows too, I would recommend bringing one of those too for the hospital stay for feeding, so that really helped me because I was like I had no energy. I lost a lot of blood, I became anemic, but I'm telling you, a Boppy and this is just great. And this is by Leechco, and I got this one, it's the plush pillow. And just so you know, it's also adjustable here. So if if you want to widen it so it's not cradling baby as much, as the baby gets bigger, it's adjustable. And this creates a nice tight fit for a newborn, so it snuggles them, so they're really in there tightly. So I would definitely recommend this if you're in the hospital and you need a pillow, especially if you're having a C-section, you really do. Anyway, I will do a separate video on this as well, but I just wanted to share that. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you wanted to book a reading for your child, please do that on the website. I will put a link here on this video. You could do a child report, and it'll give you really detailed information about your child's likes, dislikes, and what they could be their strengths, their weaknesses, how the relationship is with mommy and daddy and siblings, if there are any. And it shows it, a lot of it shows in the chart. Anyway, let me know what you'd like to see next. Anyway, I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye bye.